There's a cougar trailer. Thousand Palms, Datil Road. There is a cougar trailer. Thousand Palms, Datil Road. Datil Road. Watch out. They're highly aggressive and threatening. And I ended up punishing them more than the coin laundry people. And all I wanted to do was put my laundry away. So I had the laundry. I took the laundry and just drove off. And I was just so brutalized on the inside that I just took off and picked a random place to just park. And I just took off with the laundry, and I thought, who cares how much laundry I have left or not? I just want to get out of here. So I wanted to put the laundry in the trunk. So I just wanted to fold the laundry, put it in the trunk. And somehow these people knew whether or not I was going to the bathroom. Like, I'm inside of a vehicle. So I could see that if I go outside to take a pee in the general public, you have a right to know. If I'm peeing in a jar, you don't have a right to spy in my own car. That's just a fucking raping sicko. And I was like, one, whether I pee in a jar in my car or not, like, that's none of your business. That's where you're just sick and gross. When people are talking about your personal private life, it's assumed that I drank too much that day or something, and I sat outside to go pee. Because a couple times I drank too much, and I knew I wasn't going to get to the bathroom fast enough. So I sit on the side of my car with the door open, out in the middle of nowhere where there's dirt or something. So I park by the dirt, and I sit with my door open, and I sit with my butt and the door open and my butt down so I can just go pee. Whether or not I pee in a jar and what I do with it is nobody's legal right to be a weird raping weirdo in somebody else's vehicle and wonder what they're doing in their own vehicle. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was thinking about how the Walmart was like sitting around staring at me. I was 2 streets down. I have never done anything threatening or aggressive that would make it seem that they need to stare at me or stalk me 2 streets away from the Walmart. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell? That's sicko stuff. So I'm going to tell the gods to fucking rape them. Rape them with demons and devils. See how they fucking like it. That is violating, sickening, threatening, gross shit. I don't want to think somebody's in my car when I'm too dead to get to a bathroom and have to go to the bathroom in a jar. God, you know what? If I am too half dead to get anywhere, that's my own personal business. But when I sit outside, I could see how, like, a police officer would have to talk to me or something. Which, you know, sadly, I'm a god. That might go how it has to go. But I could see. I could easily see why someone would address that you go outside to pee in the dirt or something outside the car. And then when somebody said I had peed near a building, that was just embarrassing. And maybe a moment where you shouldn't drink that much. But the dead make me kind of too emotional. And then I drink extra to act like it's not bothering me. But maybe I should seriously watch that. But oh my God, when they said I'm a raping, murdering sicko that would go into your vehicle and see what personal, private things you do in your own vehicle. Gods, get good demons and devils and do everything sickening to these people. Because my death will give out when I feel raped or sickeningly, grotesquely, sexually violated. That was gross. And I put the biggest, most sickening punishments in them that I could. That is just unthinkably sickening. That's like going into the tent of the homeless person and telling them they can't pee in a jar in their tent because it's too far to walk or too far to go through to get somewhere to go to the bathroom. That is sick. That is just sick. That is what people do in torture chambers, where they sit and won't let you even have a fucking pee to yourself. You know what? They need to die badly. Just die in the worst, most degraded, most sickening, bad ways. And I put the biggest sickening punishment into that fucking thing I could. And it was like, you could get mad because I put the laundry in the trunk. And you could get mad because I parked there and put the laundry in the trunk. It's still just a public street. It was a public street. And really, if I did go pee, there was dirt. There was just open dirt. And if I did go pee, there was open dirt, but it wasn't the middle of nowhere. I try to pee out somewhere where people really aren't. Like somewhere out in the middle of nowhere where there really aren't people. So if I go pee somewhere else, I couldn't hold it or something usually, or sadly, I might have drank too much and just embarrassed myself. Well, that's, people have to address me. But sadly, gods don't want me to be subservient anymore. So gods are ordering me to kill police officers that ever come near me. Gods are ordering me to slaughter courthouses and more, because a country murdered me and more. So now they don't want a country to even be able to look at me or talk at me without me killing them. But that's a different fight of gods against unthinkable crime, against monumental murder of God, death, and shit. But this was a pretty serious criminal, sickening fucking individual running around in people's personal fucking private lives like that. That was sickening. And she acted like she had a right. Like she had a right to walk into anyone's bathroom or bedroom or car and do whatever she wanted. That thing needs to die in the worst, most sickening, unthinkable ways.